Welcome to this tutorial video of class 3. As you know, we are doing the revision of chapter 1. The name of this chapter is a computer system. Today we will start with software. Before we start with software, let me give you a little bit recap about hardware. You know what is hardware? All the physical parts, means all the parts of computer that you can touch or feel are called hardware. For example, CPU, monitor, keyboard, mouse, hard disk, CD, DVD, pen drive, whatever you can touch, these are called hardware. In our last video, we have discussed about some hardware parts like scanner, CD, pen drive. Okay, so all the hardware you know now. Now in this video, we will start with software. What is software? Software are the programs. Okay, software are the set of instructions given to the computer to make it work, to perform a particular work. All the programs like MS Word, MS Paint, WordPad, Notepad, these are the examples of software, okay, or programs. So now let's see what is given in the book. Now today we will discuss about the software. Okay, now let's see. Software is the part of computer which we cannot touch, okay, that cannot be touched. To make the hardware work, we need to have software installed in it, right? Let us understand software with the help of following examples. Now, what are the children? All of you must have seen and used a music system, okay? The parts like the speakers, CD and DVD which you can touch, so it is hardware. These are hardware. Can you touch the songs or music recorded on the CD or DVD? Of course not. No, because that is software. Okay, so all the CD and DVDs, these are hardware you can touch. But the program stored in the CD or DVD, like any picture, any song, any movie, that you cannot touch because those are software. So software you cannot touch. Now, see what is given. A CD is a hardware, but the songs or movies which are stored in it are software, as they cannot be touched. Now likewise, a TV is a hardware and the programs that you watch on it are software. Okay, simple example is given, like everybody knows about TV, we have it. So TV is the example of hardware, as because we can touch the TV, but the program what we see on the TV, can we touch? Of course not, because those programs are software. Now, thus we can define software as a set of instructions given to the computer to do a particular work. Okay, there are two types of software: system software and application software. So you have to remember this, children. Software is divided into two parts. First one is, number one is system software and second one is application software. Okay, example of system software, all the operating systems, means Windows, either it is Windows 10, Windows 7, Windows Vista, Windows XP, whatever, Linux, what we are using in the smart board. So all the operating systems are the examples of system software. And application software, all the other programs, right? Other programs means, see here, web browsers are given: Internet Explorer, Google Chrome, Safari, Firefox. Other than this, MS Word for typing, MS Paint for painting, drawing. These are the examples of application software. Now let's see what is given in your book in this chapter. Okay. Now it is a set of programs that controls the overall working of a computer. What? That is called system software. Okay. For example, operating system. Okay, it is a part of system software that makes a computer run, right? It manages all the input and output operations. Okay. Now application software. What is application software? The software that helps you to do a specific type of work is called application software. Some popular examples of application software are Microsoft Word, PowerPoint, Microsoft Excel and MS Paint, right? So you have to remember that system software is the essential compulsory for computer because it makes the computer run. For example, operating system. Without operating system like Windows 10, Windows 8, whatever we have in our computer, you can see, children, when you switch on your computer, the first program what comes in, that is Windows, means operating system. Without operating system, computer cannot work. Now, the application software, it is a particular type of software, okay, by which you can do a particular type of work. For example, if you want to paint or draw, you need to open either MS Paint or Tux Paint. Okay, if you want to write something, if you want to type something like a letter, an application, so you need to open either WordPad, Notepad or MS Word. So MS Paint, MS Word, WordPad, Notepad, Excel, PowerPoint, these are the examples of application software. Now, go ahead. Next topic is working of a computer. How does a computer work? What is the working process? Okay, working formula of a computer. Now let's see, working of a computer, right? Now, every computer goes through the following 3 stages, okay? Input, the data and instruction which we enter using a keyboard or a mouse into a computer are called input, okay? We can enter numbers, words, pictures and sounds as input. Whatever we enter into a computer, that is called input through the different input devices. For example, if we type through a keyboard, that is also called input. If we draw something by the help of a mouse, that drawing things also input. Okay, so whatever we enter into a computer, that is called input, right? Now processing. Okay, what is processing? After entering the data and instruction in a computer, the CPU works on the input to give us meaningful information. This is called processing. Okay, CPU processes the data. Okay, CPU processes the data by using. CPU processes the data what we enter into a computer, right? To give the meaningful result or output. Now, what is output? The meaningful information that we get after processing is known as output. The meaningful result what we get after processing is known as output. Okay, this input, process and output, also known as IPO cycle. Okay, we can understand with some examples. Now, what is example? Suppose you want to calculate the total marks scored by a student in different subjects. Now, let's see how the processing takes place in a computer, right? First input, 90 marks, 85 marks, 69 marks, 98 marks, 76 marks, 84 marks, plus, okay, these are the input, the data and instruction. The first step is to input the data and instructions, what we are entering. Okay, now the plus mark is called instructions. When we give this plus, that is called instructions. Without giving this plus, this is called data. Okay, the raw material. Now when we give this plus, this is called instruction. Now CPU will process the data according to the given instructions and it will add these numbers. Right? Now CPU will do the processing. What type of processing? It will add 90 plus 85 plus 59 plus 98 plus 76 plus 84. Working on the data on the basis of given instructions. Right? Now output, the total, okay, what we get after adding all the numbers, the meaningful information or result, this is called output. Okay, so input is the data what we enter, processing is the work done by the CPU by giving the data, and output the result what we get after the processing. Okay, so input, process and output, this is called IPO cycle. Okay, now working of a computer. Now output, let us understand it through some day-to-day life examples. Okay, simple normal example. Now what is the normal example you see? What are the steps that your mother takes when she prepares a cup of tea? Now what is input? If you want to prepare a cup of tea, input will be the water, tea leaves, milk and sugar. Okay, these materials will be the input, okay, for the making tea. When we put all this, that will be known as input. Now next, what is the processing? When the boiling work takes place, okay, everything when mixes into the water and the boiling work is taken place, that boiling water with tea leaves, milk and sugar, this process is called processing. Okay, this work. Now the last step. What is the last step? After boiling, when we get the prepared tea, this is called output. Now let us take another example. Okay, input, process and output. Steps to talk to your friend on a telephone. First, when you dial a number, that is input. When connectivity is on progress, that is processing. And when you are talking, that is called output. Now the recap of this chapter. Okay. Computer is a machine that works with the data and instructions given by the users. Now second, a monitor displays all the work that we do on a computer and also shows the output. A CPU does all the calculations and displays the result on the monitor. MU, CU and ALU, these are the parts of CPU, right? A keyboard and mouse are used to enter data and instruction into a computer. A keyboard has different set of keys. These are typing keys, control keys, function keys, numeric keypad and navigation keys. A mouse is used to point, select and move any object on the computer screen. Input is the data and instructions that is entered into a computer. The meaningful information that we get after processing is known as output. The parts of a computer that you can touch are called hardware. A group of instructions given to the computer to do a particular work is called software. So children, here we have come to the end of this chapter. As we were doing the revision part, so we have touched only the main things. Okay. And previously we have already explained nicely. So I hope you are understanding. So here we are completing the chapter. In next video we will start the revision of second chapter. Okay. Till then, take care. Goodbye.